I don't want anybody to know who am I, what my influences or past are. Neither do I know when I create who am I, what my influences or past are. My process is intuitive, natural, concept-free. I won't give you an explanation on something I don't know. As for you, my work should be enough. And even I think that it would spoil it to give you any kiss of understanding. Make me pure, almost mystical creator, and be free to project who you are and your past on my works. I usually sketch composition in my phone and in notebook. Large images often lights up spontaneously in my head, and I put them on canvas. I want for my life what I want for my art. No preconceived plan, meaning or concept, a free form. I am just Sinopa.
My name is Julia Shutkevich. I'm Kiev-based new media and multimedia artist. I decided to start animation. And I thought, oh gosh, you can mix reality with something else. I managed to find my own artistic voice and style, and till the time I opened for myself generative graphics. And I thought, oh, it's something that if I could, I would create myself. When I create, usually it's a pure experiment for myself. And usually people ask me so what do you plan? What do you want to create? And I told, I don't know, let me just start and then we will see what may happen. I think that an act of creation is something that you can't predict. And if you free yourself, your will, your mind, and if you're free with the tool you use, you can actually come up with something more than you can ever imagine. I started my artistic journey from machine. For me, it all began not with paintings, not with color, brushes, and all of that stuff, but with computer. You know, some people are feeling pretty apocalyptic with the machines. They may tell that machines might conquer the world and people, and we might lose jobs, and blah, blah, blah. But I do feel something totally different. I feel that if you understand machines, if you're not afraid of them, if you can collaborate with them, you can create something bigger.
I think that idea of this exhibition was it's existing for 2 years, I think, because all these artworks were made before the first quarantine, first lockdown, and they were just staying in my Sternia, where I was working at that time. And when I had the first exhibition in Kosmos, I had this idea already in my head that I want to make something on nature between the trees, and I think that these works, they have the best visual form for it because they're white and they won't lost on the nature. It's a mystical story which should happen in forest.
I love creating in collaboration with other artists, and my artistic journey is definitely connected with musicians and other artists, and that's basically how I met Sinopa. It all happened totally out of the blue. I just decided to meet with a friend of mine, and she took her friend and told, she's an artist, I'm sure you will find common sense. And we just met in Kontraktova, and I ended up speaking more with Sinopa than with that other girl. And I don't know, we instantly found something common. And of course, we started to speak about our art.
I was just hanging out with my friend. She asked me, do you want to meet one interesting girl today? And I'm like, yeah, okay, let's go. We went and I've met Julia. We just started to talk.
She sent me her portfolio. And I told her, oh, they are so interesting. I'm purely abstract in what I create, but her figurative art is abstract in its meaning, and you can actually find so much behind her symbols, overall behind the works she's making.
And I'm like, oh, wow, I have a great idea. Exhibition, it will be so cool if my characters, they will become alive.
We decided, let's do it.
I think we were preparing it's for a whole summer.
But basically, we just sat together and I told, okay, picture one, let's turn alive this, that, and that. And she told, yeah, so cool, yeah, just do it. And then I told, okay, and what about the second picture? What might we do here? And she told, what about, I don't know, making this hair alive? I told, okay, that's so cool. And then I told, let's just add a bit of Cosmos and psychedelics into it. And she told, yeah, super. And I mean, it was so easy. It was like working with myself. And then we thought, okay, so where might we have it and when? And we thought, let's do it while the weather is still good, while it's sunny, while we can do it outside.
We chose the location, the Yurkovica Park.
We thought it might be so futuristic and so psychedelic when you put all of these artworks in the grass near the trees. And then you can just use all of these lights and projections in order to create a pure magic atmosphere.
How to present the artworks in the forest. I call it photo zone because it was made like all characters on this work, they have the same size as the real human. So when you're standing next to it, you can imagine that you are one of the characters acting in this work. This was the main idea. So everything was happening just in the moment. The free form, we decided to put it on the trees. Visitor on my exhibition, they helped me to put it all on the ropes and the exhibition started. Very cool when you're a visitor and you can help an artist. And then people started to come. And Yulia came. There was a big animation for the photo zone. When Yulia started to turn it on the projector, it appears that it was made incorrect and we should start to map it again. And Yulia, she just stand and started to do it all on the computer. But it was even cooler because it was the live act of art.
And then it was the time when I started my performance. I connected all my devices, turned on projector, and started to do my magic, my projection mapping on top of the photo wall that Sinopa created. And people started to come and just ask, oh, what are you doing? It's so interesting. And where are you doing it? And what's the program?
And some guys, they just came there, sat on the chairs, and they were just looking what she is doing. And it was very cool. And I actually enjoyed that part the most because it was like process of creating in the exhibition. I think it's the most interesting part for the viewer.
And I wasn't expecting such an interest out of audience that is not working with this kind of things. For me, it was so great to understand that there is a great interest, that people want to see it. They were making stories, videos, trying, testing. I don't know, when I see such interaction with audience, I'm happy and I become sure that I'm moving in the right direction. And so the exhibition was there for a couple of days. Each day in the evening there was this projection show that Sinopa turned out by herself, so she learned a bit of projection mapping too. And I don't know, in the end we were able to create a really magical atmosphere, and I would love to repeat it, to create something new again. And I would say that for me this collaboration was very natural, very balanced, and full of unexpected turns, of course.